Hey everyone, good morning. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Deus Ex Human Revolution with me, your host Tim. Sorry about that, just unprofessionally moving the microphone. When we left off, we had just arrived in Hengsha. We are here to, if I recall, make our way to an apartment somewhere where we will find some information about someone named the Dutchman, possibly linked to the gentleman, or was the gentleman who hacked into Seraph Industries, and seems to be linked to the militant organization which caused the destruction of Seraph Industries and the murder / killing of a great deal of the scientists working there during the attack, as well as the destruction of whatever technology was being developed at Seraph Industries at the time. When we landed here, we encountered, well, I guess a brothel, which I guess is totally illegal over here in China at this point. And so, but one of the girls is possibly being held captive, and will be leashed, is the term. We have cybernetic implants forced upon her, and then she'll be required to take neuropathy and what have you in order to continue to live. We are looking to see if we can rescue her, and to my recollection, she is somewhere in this district, so I do not want to leave this district to go to a different one. Heads up as well, everyone, that this video is probably going to be a lot of walking and talking, and I don't know how much action will be in it, if any. So, keep that in mind. Again, go down to the comment section. I will have something down there indicating if you can click on a certain thing to be leaped ahead. Otherwise, you should expect me just to be looking around and just talking. This is going to be not an action-packed one, I think. I'm not sure if I should be apologizing for that or what have you. I realize that sometimes a lot of talking and walking can be a bit boring to watch, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I like watching myself do this on the replay, as it were. Like later on when I'm painting and so on, I'll watch me play the videos, and I don't mind it, but I know some other people might. Hello. All right, let's talk to all the civilians as well.
Hey, American, go Yankees! You want good time? Go to the Hive. You want better time? Find a Honghua. Beautifulest women in Hengsha.
God, this guy is awesome.
Lower city is place to be. Upper city, full of big brains. Universities, research centers. Stay down here.
More fun down here. I love his reaction. Go Yankees! I love that guy. Oh man, I find that hilarious. In so much that he's it gives me the impression that he has nothing against Americans. He's glad to see me here, and he's expressing it that way. That is awesome. Hello, miss.
感兴趣吗？特价。You come to Hengsha for a good time? Here I am.
Woo! I love her outfit too. That's hot. Wow, there's a lot of different.
今夜良宵，只要一晚，
A lot of different.
所有烦恼都会烟消云散。
A lot of different places to go around here, up and down. Oh, and hey, open shops. And no one watching it? I don't understand. Is this... I guess they don't have a crime problem here? I would find that impossible to believe. When you have a large city, there's not going to be a large crime problem to go along with it. Is this jerky? I guess it's jerky. Are these chickens? These are chickens. Chickens and jerky of some sort. Broth. It's a noodle house? But I don't see a place to sit and actually eat, so I guess you pick up the stuff and bring it home here. Or just some sort of food store. There's an Asian market down near me, and I love going there for all the different types of... I was about to call them strange. That's probably not a good word to use to describe it. Different. Here we go. Different foods that are there. You get dragon fruit and all sorts of different fruits that you won't find in ShopRite or Acme. They have delicious different types of meats. Everything has cute anime characters on it, and it's a massive place. And it's wonderful. I have been dating a girl from Laos for some time, Liz. She actually did a few videos with me long time ago. After we had broken up, but we were still good friends. And she would always ask me to pick stuff up for her at this place. And I'd always, well, not this place, but at the at the Asian market, and I'd always grab 2 of whatever it was she wanted because I quickly realized that the food she liked, I really loved as well. Bombi sandwiches and jelly soda and a ton of other things whose names I'm forgetting at the moment.
You shouldn't be down here, Lao Wai. I know you probably heard that Bell Tower keeps the streets of Lower City safe, but that is a lie. They're all in it together. Bell Tower, the Triads, the Harvesters, even TYM. They all want a piece of Chinese people. And when they're done, there will be nothing left.
So Bell Tower we know is the one protection organization who works for the highest bidder, and I somehow do not believe they have any sort of ethos that they're really following, other than whoever gives them money, they decide to protect that person. So I suppose in that regard, they're worse than the police, because the police would at least probably, hopefully serve the people, but Bell Tower serves whatever interests gives them money.
特价.
I wish I translated what she was saying. I'd go and look up what she's saying so I understood it, but I don't know how to spell the words she's saying. So unfortunately, I have no idea.
How to get to the Honghua hotel?
Ah, I see. Someone's looking for some action, huh? Quigan District. Just walk over there and go down the stairs. This rooftop connects to all the districts.
Thanks, buddy.
No problem. Have fun.
Well, good for the shop owner there, helping this guy get have a pleasant evening, as it were. And there he goes, looking for love in all the right places. What is this? Sanxian? I can't tell. Cigarettes? Or condoms? Alcohol? Probably cigarettes. Another food store.
Looking for a good time in Hansa? I recommend you try the Hive nightclub. 2 for 1 drink night. Every night. It's on Jihu Street. I hear they can also hook you up with some nice mechanical parts. If you don't mind buying second hand.
Ah, sure. The black market for maybe illegal augmentations. Or get them on the cheap. At some risk, of course.
Yeah, how you doing? Hangshaw's some kind of city, huh? Did you know it was one of the first major engineering projects in the world to use mostly augmented workers? I guess that's the wave of the future. Hugh Darrow's doing the same thing in the Arctic. The Panchaea Geo thingamabob, you know. All augmented labor. Incredible.
Oh, interesting. I suppose you could probably augment yourself to be able to handle different types of atmospheres or climate conditions. And or perhaps augmented people are being actually discriminated against on a more worldwide scale than it appears as if they are here. So that would mean maybe Hudaro is reaching out to them and offering them a place of employment if they couldn't get it someplace else.
View of the cityscape on the rooftop that's just underneath the penguin. If you're nice enough, maybe I'll take you there.
You know, I'm afraid of heights, and I'm not really sure how I feel about this whole city on top of a city thing.
Come on, the island's only so big, and you said it yourself. It's a center of free corporate expression in China. If we want to keep it that way, we have to build up.
But at what cost? It's taken 12 years to build the Pengdu so far, and it could take another 10 more to finish. Who's gonna pay for all that?
Taiyong Medical, probably. And any other cybernetic company wants to come here.
That's kind of what I'm afraid of.
Interesting. I guess she's frightened or concerned or something that by the augmentation / medical organizations coming here and purchasing this island of sorts, they'll be the ones to define the rules for it. Which would make sense in a way. I mean, if they're paying to have this place constructed, they should have a say in what goes on here. On that same note, you would have to worry, well, maybe you wouldn't have to worry, depending upon who you are. That might raise some ethical questions. Like, what if they experiment on people and or animals or what have you, and in non-humane ways? They just don't care. But that's allowed here. and encouraged or something because of the research or what have you that they're doing. So,
What are you looking for, Lao Wei? Guns? Hacking equipment?
What makes you think I'm looking for that kind of stuff?
Hey, I don't want to step on your toes. Just say, if you need anything, there's a merchant at the Honghua Hotel who can help you.
All right, man. Noted.
oh, nice. A hint as to what it is that we could find. And we've already talked to the merchant. We've found him downstairs. And this looks like this goes to where... Okay, so that's the Yuzhou district. And I don't think I want to go there until we find Ning, at least. There's also a limb clinic. I think it's in this district. And I wouldn't mind purchasing some upgrades for ourselves to make hacking possible for any type of terminal whatsoever. And or passkey required lock.
报个价。你想买什么吗？随便看看吧。
Bunch of fruits. You know, I should eat more fruit. Big fan of dates, figs, prunes. High fiber fruits are wonderful. Don't mind me, sir. Okay, there's a cyber bar here. Alright, we'll take it. If you didn't want me to take it, it wouldn't be glowing. That's what I'm gonna go with. I'd buy it from you, but I can't actually purchase anything from you.
我等不了一整天，等你决定了再回来。
Fair enough. Oh, hello. What do you represent? Noisemaker. The headset, perhaps? Or is she a band or something? Judging from all the other signs here, I guess it's some sort of risque dance or something? If it fits in with all the other ones, which are basically pole dancers, so... Maybe it's the music that they use or something like that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure everyone where to go. There are signs I've been missing out on the street. I do want to take a peek around. I would like to explore. And we'll also hack through anything we can find. Oh. Actually, we won't. I definitely want to purchase some more upgrades for us. I wouldn't mind getting my hacking percentage down lower. On that note, everyone, you probably have realized by now, but for the hacking minigame and what have you in here, it doesn't guarantee your success. We could get it to a 50% chance, and like the next 8 attempts in a row, we still get detected by the system immediately. So it's just making it so that you don't have to panic quite as soon, but you should always expect that you might end up having to panic immediately.
你想买什么吗？随便看看吧。
消除烦恼。
Oh, wow. So the girls are working out on the street. I guess they take him inside to the hotel? You get a room? Maybe? I suppose. Hello, officers.
A little friendly advice. Stay away from the Yuzhou district. Bell Tower has something going on there. Searching an apartment building or something. Just stay away.
Thank you. Okay, so these are the local police, I suppose, not bell tower operatives. I wonder how that would work.
你喜欢长沙吗？
Yeah, that's a nice place. It feels very different than Detroit. Having a city above like this reminds me of, I think it was called Midgard? Final Fantasy VII city, which had the lower city and the upper city. With the upper city with all the rich, important people and research was being done, and the lower city was basically the slums.
你是谁？滚开！滚开！
I'm gonna have to one more time.
滚开！
Okay, I'm gonna have to remember how to say that. Okay, so where are we going? I want to find the limb clinic. I know there must be one around here somewhere, and it is in this direction.
走开！你会把收割者招来的，那很危险。
I guess it's because of my augments
那
and
些
the...
商人能帮你搞到几乎任何东西，尤其是那些不寻常的家伙。
如果你不怕死，可以去问问他们手上都有什么。
这一切都很危险，尤其是如果你喝醉了 ，augmented 夜间在油沼地区独自行走。
对呀，我也一直听说这边的人时常失踪。你真的认为受割者跟这些事件有关？
谁知道呢？ 不过你要是想安全点，就待在俱乐部里。这里酒吧的老板专门关照从上城区来这里找乐子的人。
钱让鬼推磨。
Ah, sure. So I guess clubs and other places of amusement, they're going to want to make sure nothing bad happens in them. Otherwise, they'll drive away business. This makes sense. That's good business practice. It also makes them safe places to go. And this must be the Hive. So this is one of the clubs down here, I suppose. And they were talking about the Harvesters again, so I suppose with the I thought the Harvesters collected people and made them into augmented people, but I guess the Harvesters actually collect augmented people as well, or their main job, and rip the harvest the augmented parts out of them.
Somebody told us that the Hive is the place to go around here.
Yes, many business people from Upper Hangsha go there. Where are you travelers from?
We live in Paris.
Just be careful in there. It is owned by a local gang leader, and the gang he runs is one of the meanest in this country. So don't ask too many questions.
Oh, okay. We'll try not to step on anyone's toes.
Oh, and if you have augmentations, hide them when you walk the streets at night, especially on Yuanmeng Road. There have been many disappearances lately.
And here we are, completely augmented, walking around. Even our head has augments, which show that we're augmented in it. And he just gave a hint as to where to avoid. So I'm gonna guess that's where the Harvesters are. We should keep an eye open for that road. Might as well check all the back doors and back alleys and stuff like that. You never know when we might find something useful. Actually, I should look for the limb clinic first.
Buddy Les never pays to get into the Hive.
Does he know one of the bouncers?
No. That cheap son of a bitch knows the secret way in through the back alley. But we share it with the rest of us? I don't think so. Asshole.
Forget it, man. It's getting chilly out here. Finish that cig so we can go back inside.
Oh, right. I guess... Is it cold? Sorry, but I'm playing this in the summer. It is June 17th, 2017. And it is hot. It is really hot and humid. Do I want to do this? How tough is this one? 40% chance with a bunch of upgrades. Okay. We will come back for these, everyone. I want to find a limb clinic immediately now to take some hacking upgrades. Maybe we'll take the next 2 points in hacking. We'll grab Capture 5 and another point in Stealth and or Fortify instead. We'll almost have max the hacking, honestly. Very soon. We're not quite in the mid-game yet, I think. Hello. Okay, entrance to the Hive. So we have a back entrance in. But I think we picked up a Hive club card, membership card before. From the Honghua Hotel. I love how enclosed the place feels. Reminds me of Ghost in the Shell for some reason. I guess she's missing? I guess she's missing. Missing peoples.
Was related exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my attention.
I hear Hugh Darrow somewhere.
Referring to the Panchaea project, the cooperative global
Limb clinic advertisement. Oh, lots of posters of her everywhere. Wonder if that's supposed to be Ning.
Through a combination of ion seeding and geothermal management.
Forgive me, Mr. Darrow, but many people believe that your Arctic Ocean installation
Huh,
is more
interesting
risk than certainty.
bits of her are highlighted.
As soon as the
Oh, is she like an AI or
If
something?
you'd like to hear more of my exclusive interview with Hugh Darrow, log
Maybe?
on to www.picusweb.com. This is Eliza.
It occurs to me that if they're really going crazy on the augmentation technology, there must be robots and what have you around, like, that look like people, or perhaps? I know they're really pushing for that sort of thing. Well, not, might be the wrong way to describe it, but I know that's becoming a thing in our world. What was her name? Harmony, I think? is a really interesting robot, a sex bot, I believe. It's fascinating how realistic she looks. She still moves a bit like a robot, but I find the whole topic of that sort of thing just fascinating with what it is that we're going to be able to do soon.
And it's time that
I can't wait until we have AI which is able to possibly think like a person.
Our best chance at doing this is to modify ocean temperatures through a combination of ion seeding and geothermal.
Know any young hearties who wants to make a quick buck?
I just got my degree in biomechanical sciences, and I heard Hengsha is one of the best places to work in the industry. Lots of biotechnology corporations here, and Taiyang Medical is the biggest.
Well, good luck to you then. Sorry about that, everyone. I need to remember to cut those out. There's no reason to watch me load into an area for like a minute. Actually, it's not that long. You're right. It's your body. It's your right. Yeah, I'd argue that if you wanted augmentation done, it is yourself. You can go ahead and do it, or not do it as you please. It's still very interesting to think how society would change depending upon what you're able to do. What was BioShock had something like that, right? With the plasmids, the whole idea that you can do what you want, make yourself as gorgeous or as you wish, give yourself fire powers or something of the sort. I find that sort of thing always fascinating with what people will do to get themselves an edge or what have you, and how society would change around it.
Lim International welcomes you. You are preferred client? Select what you want from computer.
Sure, thank you. And we can't sell things here. Okay, so I want 1 Typhoon ammo, bringing us back up to 4, which I think I want to keep 4. Let's buy a hypostim as well. We have plenty of money at the moment. And Praxis kits. And there goes all that money I had a great deal of.
You're very welcome, sir.
Okay, nice. So first thing I want to do is use the hypostim, which will give us an extra 50 life. And then I think we will take some hacking upgrades. So let's finish capture. Now there's nothing we can't hack into. And then I'm torn between taking damage reduction 2 or finishing hacking. We could take Fortify up a point as well, but I think we'll grab Stealth up a rank for 15 more %. And maybe a few practice points from now, I'll grab the final rank in Fortify. I don't think I'd ever take that tree whatsoever. You know what? Do people make mods for this game? I didn't even bother asking. I wonder if people have rebalanced some of the augmentations to make them what I would consider actually useful. Oh, I did. No, miss, I did not.
对不起，我不大明白你说的，也许我应该找个翻译。
Oh, okay, so there is that technology, like Babelfish or something like that, right? So that we can actually understand each other, even though we speak different languages.
这里有很多人，希望他们有时间来看我。
Oh, I'm sure they will. It will just take time. Waiting rooms are always a pain in the butt, I know.
肯定没问题。
Oh, why? Because I'm more heavily augmented, perhaps? Okay, so now I'm feeling a lot more confident about our hacking. Plus, we still have all these stop worms and what have you we can use as well. And speaking of which, I should check my inventory. I think they stack up to 20. So we're going to need to begin using these soon, especially my nuke viruses. Anything that has a decent chance of being detected, I should probably begin using them on. Yeah, we're up to 16 nuke viruses. That is quite a bit of it.
But it appears that I may have to retract an earlier statement. Millionaire Hugh Darrow has contacted me personally to deny allegations of involvement in secret United Nations meetings about the augmentation debate. Here's what the man had to say.
My visit to Prague was related exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my attention these days.
You're referring to the Panchaea Project, the cooperative global initiative that aims at healing our world.
Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza. And it's time that we as a species stepped up to make things better. Our best chance at doing this is to modify ocean temperatures through a combination of ion seeding and geothermal...
Picus news for all your national news. So that it must be And I hear them speaking English, so I guess they're just broadcasting here, but it's a, what, American-centric news station, I suppose? Woo, dude, you got the code to the storage unit is 6830. But once you're in, you're on your own. I have no idea how to get into the safe. That's Bole's business. Interesting. Grabbing passcodes is the way to do it. Or a way to do it. Though with our super high hacking now, we should probably still try to hack everything. Hope they find her. She's cute. She's cute. Panchaea, for a better tomorrow.
We're asking questions and raising truth as per usual. Should David Sarif be wary of China?
Oh, the police don't seem to mind me entering the codes at least.
Should. Everyone should be wary of China. They've been moving in on everything American in the past 25 years, especially since that Dragon Queen Zhao took over TYM. I feel weird even talking about this.
Interesting.
When it's all said and done, both Sarif and Zhao are cut from
Autoprog Plague 2213. Activity on channel detected. Running Plague decryption protocol. Stand by. Stand by. Decryption complete. Run transcript. Is everything in place? Almost. What do you mean, almost? I have spoken with Montreal. The broadcast satellites are ours when we need them. A few weeks of discomfort, and the public will be primed for our recall. And the clinics? We control their purse strings. They will do as we say. I still think we should wait for the referendum. We can't afford to wait. America's Science Board convenes next month. But the mood among the delegates is shifting. I'm positive that given more time, no. By going public with this discovery, Sarif is forcing our hand. The world will not change overnight just because David Sarif wields it. Besides, we can do nothing until our biochip is ready. I thought you said you were close. Finding the correct nerve interface has proven more challenging than anticipated. Fortunately, thanks to David, I now know where to look. Network anti-hack countermeasures detected. Danger of detection imminent. Terminating Plague Snoop program, 983. Oh, okay. So this was the conversation we got in the very beginning of the game in that introduction cutscene. Now we are made aware of it. I think Jensen would still discard this as being just noise, unless we are able to figure out who sent this or something of the sort. Later. Tonight, I am taking Nuclear Snake down. Bastard sly, I'll give him that. Throwing a SHA-5 up against my latest infill. No corp firewall in the world can keep the windmill out. Hey, Dutchie. You get a chance, swing by. You gotta see the tranny I just decrypted. I think he's talking about a transcript. I think he's talking about this. Interesting. So we actually have some weight to these words. Nuclear Snake is Pritchard's handle. So, although to be fair, Jensen seems pretty kind of dumb in that he's not able to put together some of this. Like, he's not able to put two and two together very often. It would seem like thinking FEMA was behind the attacks when we realize that's not the case, or at least not so directly. I would imagine, if I'm being realistic, Jensen probably wouldn't make the connection here either. But we can see that this is the case. Source 459 list nodes all. J. Mather, J. Thorpe, Brooklyn Court, Guest Support, Fuji IA, Jen Peacock, Convention Center Tagger. What is this? I'm sorry, everyone. I don't understand what this is. This looks like a hex dump to me. Unless these are the... Were these the people who were having the conversation? And where they were dialing in from? Okay, well, let's go ahead and hack this. What are our chances here? So, 50% I think is the lowest you could possibly get a node to go. Nice. This used to be 40%, now it's only 25%. We may as well just do this, and the moment we're detected, strengthen.
because they both answer to our overlords, or order lords, as I like to call them. Hey, look, at the end of the day, one of these two biotech corporations...
And we did it, just like that.
Access granted.
With another stop worm. Wonderful. Okay, we could definitely use some more revolver ammo. Up to 50 rounds now for the gun. Sorry about that weird jumping, everyone. My keyboard's not facing my computer. I have a wireless keyboard, and it gets a little confused if it's not facing it. Okay, well, we've got the... Hold on, what am I about to talk about? We just grabbed the Limb Clinic practice kits. So I guess now we're just going to keep... Actually, we should double back the way we came.
Modify ocean temperatures through a combination of ion seeding and geothermal management.
Forgive me, Mr. Darrow, but many people believe that your Arctic Ocean installation...
Again, everyone, if you check down below, I'll have hopefully remembered to put a link or two down there, a timestamp or two, to jump ahead in the video to where things might get a little more interesting if you really dislike me just walking around. Alright, so what's the next upgrade we're going to be taking? I think we'll take the dermal armor up a rank and also take the EMP shielding next. And then after that, I might take another point into Fortify, but I think I might also begin working toward the Icarus landing system instead. Once I have that, wow, I don't know what to take next. Maybe we'll take a stealth upgrade and also grab a few more batteries. Actually, what are those battery upgrades really quick? Where were they? Speeds up energy recharge, grants an extra energy cell. We've also seen that apparently we recharge 2 bits of energy for free, but the third requires us actually using something in order to get back up to full power. So with that in mind, I will keep a hold of 2 entire things of energy bars. The Pro Energy Bar consumable down there. Okay, well, let's do this, Tim. Try not to get captured. Detected, that is. Okay. Let's see if we can take this one without being detected. Alright, awesome. Let's begin going after all of these nodes, and then work our way out. Alright, we're out of here.
Access granted.
$100 and a stop worm. Lead targeting system. What is this used for? Crossbow tranquilizer rifle. Alright, so not for us then. But it's probably worth a bit of cash, so we're obviously going to go ahead and keep it, and we'll vendor it. We're obviously keeping the bad military people from upgrading their own sniper rifles with it, because we're the good guys. I always feel kind of bad about breaking into things, and, well, it's the wrong way to say it. I feel a little guilty, perhaps, is the correct word, when I do this sort of thing, but on that same note, it's video game logic. If they didn't want me to take it, they wouldn't let me select it. Like, I can't shove bananas and whatever these pills are, or bottles of energy drinks into my pockets and sell them. The game won't let you. So, if they didn't want me taking the money, they wouldn't leave it out. That's a bad way to look at things in general, Tim, but I view it that way for video games just because, hey, why not? It makes it a little... fun is the wrong word. I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna go with that. Oh, there's another stun gun and ammo for it. I would need the jumping augmentation to actually successfully leap over that, though. Actually, that could be another upgrade we work toward. So the next point we take into dermal armor, and then we take a point into... run silently. That way we could catch up to people and knock them out more efficiently. Actually, we probably should have taken that for when we were about to go after... Wait, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm thinking of the next part after we rescue Ning. I do remember bits and pieces of of this. Again, I remember the plot twist. I think both of them or all three of them. I also remember some of the quests, and I remember this one because of how unique it was compared to what I'm used to for this sort of thing. Okay, I don't know where to go next, so let's go down this way. Actually, didn't we just do this spot, Tim? Oh, we didn't. All right, so there's a way into the sewers. We should probably check the sewers, but we'll do that later. Okay, and our chances here should be, yep, a lot better. Instead of 40%, it's only 15%. And we still got immediately detected. That makes this always awkward. It's looking for us. And we're out. Nice, we still did it.
Access granted.
Oh, sweet. Reload speed upgrade. What's the reload speed with this weapon? 4? And this one? 4 as well. Alright then, let's use this on our revolver. Oh, we can also reload our rocket with it, huh? I'll remember that for the future. Sorry, I thought the trash bag was a person staring at me having picked that lock. Holy crap. Okay, we need to find that one road, which will lead us to Ying. And I'll be damned if I remember where it's located. Alright, I guess we'll just walk this way then, and keep our eyes open. Yeah, I do like it. Oh, we've been here before. Oh wow! I didn't see this before. Air conditioning units? Is that what these are? Demmers. I guess these are air conditioning units. Wow, a huge garbage pile of them. Okay, actually, you know what I just realized? Look, on our mini-map, we've got the side quest listed. Oh, maybe because we overheard something, and now it's there? I don't remember it being there before. Maybe this will take us there.
再等一下嘛，等我赚够了钱，我们就可以去找个公寓搬进去住嘛。
那我们现在不得不住在旅馆，难以置信。自从你在大有那丢了工作，我们的生活就一团糟。
实在抱歉，亲爱的，我保证我会再找一份工作，我们马上就搬回到横沙的上城区，好不好？
告诉你不要去淌那趟浑水，你就是不听，四处奔走，还说建立个良门什么的。看看我们现在，
大有的条件太糟糕了，我只是想做个正确的事儿。我求着你好不好，亲爱的，你别离开我。
Ah, poor guy. Sounds like he was trying to do the right thing. I can imagine that it would be difficult to form a union at a super large organization which didn't particularly care about their workers' rights, as it were, or working conditions, and they would just very eagerly just fire him rather than deal with the trouble. You wouldn't want, as a company, a huge union to pop up, especially if you were, I guess, a leader in the industry. Hello, tranquilizer darts. Oh, but don't get me wrong, everyone. I'm not siding with the corporations necessarily on this. Unions, at least private unions, which is to say, not unions that are not a federal union, I totally support. It's important to have someone to represent your rights, assuming, of course, that the union actually represents you and doesn't just take your dues and ignore your concerns.
没办法，当初大永机械收购我们公司的时候，我的工资就下降了不少。现在我赚的可付不起房租，
来胶南旅馆住吧。虽然这不是天堂，但是它很便宜，在这你可以重新开始。
好的，我会考虑的。
Yeah, I guess that is always a concern. Even so, where I worked, one of the concerns we had was was that our company was constantly we were constantly getting worse benefits, which I guess is not necessarily a thing to complain about in retrospect or thinking about it a little bit more, because at least I have health benefits and stuff like that. But they kept getting worse. Raises were getting cost of living raises were not matching the cost of living, and there was a rumor that some of the pay we had gotten was going to be cut. And if something like that happened, well, I couldn't afford to live in my home anymore. I'd have to quit and go back to living in a small apartment. And that's not good. That's really not good. Thankfully, our current company that I'm a part of doesn't feel that way. Me and my fellow co-workers, we left that company when the contract came up for bid and put all of our effort into getting a new company. And we leaped at the chance when one company talked to us, and we were hired, picked up by them. And we all saw our situation improve. So I really feel bad for the poor girl over there who, when Tai Young Medical took over, the company probably was like, okay, we're going to fight. You either take a pay cut of this much or you're gone. What do you do? Like, especially if you need health benefits or something like that, which I don't know if this girl did, but you take it and then you begin looking for another job. But in this society, it must be difficult to get another job. Let's try if we can hack one of these without everyone panicking about it. Okay. No problem. Assuming we're not detected. Let's go ahead and nuke capture this. And we get a nuke virus for that. Okay, not bad. We'll go this way. Whoa, only 50% chance. Let's begin strengthening and get out of here.
Access granted.
Nice. Hello, crossbow bolts. Totally take you. Have a look at inventory space. Plenty of room. And no one seems to care that we're hacking into this. And we want to go up. Oh, wow, this is going to be kind of dangerous. It's right there. I would like that. You're kidding me. Defend myself and get out of here, Tim. Alright, and we're out. Nice.
Access granted.
There's some credits, $228. My goodness, the difference between selling like shotguns and the credits you find lying around is pretty amazing. We would not have nearly the amount of money we currently have had it not been for all those weapons.
我前阵子回纽约的时候，看了电视里面的新闻，有关 Picus 的内容可是很有煽动性的。
那是因为 Picus 从来就没有赞成这个关于这个超人类组的观点。然后呢，政府呢他们也知道，经济的发展是绝对离不开这些生物技术公司的。他们啊，会确定漏掉，绝对不会漏掉有关于零件的任何不良的这些反应。
尽管我们取得了那么多的成功，在这个国家里，审查制度依然根深蒂固。
我怎么会有一个预感，觉得我们不会再看到另一场天安门事件？
是啊，大家都在忙于追逐金钱，我们能看到的是公司正在慢慢的取代国家权力。
也许有一天我们会有一个赵主席。
Oh, interesting. So Zhao is the dragon lady we heard about, or something? It must be her nickname, because probably of how aggressive she is at purchasing other companies or what have you. Interesting talk about censorship there too, and about Picus News. Picus News is not necessarily censoring their opponents, but by showing only one side of the story, you're not getting the full amount of information to make an informed decision. I think the news we've got around it, if it's not obvious by now, I have an extremely low opinion of the media today here in our world. So I do enjoy seeing a game which brings that to the forefront of discussions. I think I've mentioned it before, but I do really think our news is playing an activist role. Instead of reporting on facts, they're trying to make people... They're trying to determine what should count as fact or not, and I am not a large fan of that whatsoever. And it's difficult as well to make any decisions today anyway, given the ratio of, what's it called, like a noise to signal. There's so much garbage out there. Having a news which would be unbiased and truthful would be useful, but...
I feel like the only place to work around here is TYM. I don't feel like being a part of the machine.
You want to work for that weirdo Hugh Darrow in Panchea?
That weirdo is gonna stop global warming with this geoengineering project. They're saving the Earth up there.
I heard you can only work there if you have augmentations.
That's true, but I can volunteer to get augmented. Then I get put on a list, and before no time, off to the Arctic Ocean I go.
So instead of being part of a machine, you're gonna turn yourself into one?
She's not a machine, she's still, oh, a person. But isn't that part of the argument, I suppose? I would view a person with augmentations and enhancements as still being a person. But I would view an AI who has human qualities, so what does it mean to be human? I guess it depends upon how you view that as well. How you abstract information, how you're able to dwell and think about things, a realization of what you are. It's, wow. How do you describe what it means to be a person? But just because a person puts machinery in themselves doesn't make them less of a person. But on that regard, again, I would view an AI, which would be and if it is the equivalent of a human being thinking, I would probably give it human-like qualities. And then that brings a whole discussion about AI rights and what have you, and so on. Oh my goodness, what happens when we approach that? There was a game, Ghost 1.0, that I had played through, a platformer, which asked those sort of questions. I love that thing. I really need to read some literature about transhumanism, I think is what it's called, so I can have a better grasp on the topics. One of the problems I don't like, one of the reasons I don't like talking about politics or what have you very often, if ever, is because I am hyper aware that I am not well read up on anything. I'm just a normal guy. I sit here. I haven't read anything of great philosophical or political worth, and so it's just me trying to operate with common sense. And I realize that what's common sense to me might not be for someone else. It's just my unsupported opinion for most things. And it's kind of why I don't like talking about politics very much. Besides, politics is always very tricky. I hope no one's been too upset with what I've been talking about. If you disagree with some of my statements, that's wonderful. I would hope that even with a difference of opinions, we can still at least get along. But I'm finding that's not being very. Oh, hello. It's tricky these days. They're all together? Let's do this.
You're in the wrong part of town, Lao Wai.
Am I? Aha! Oh! I hear her. Let's get her out of here. I can comment about the gentleman sliding down the wall later. Let's go this way and this way. We'll go, Tim. Defend. Yeah, we probably want another point in.
Access granted.
In Fortify.
Who are you?
Your friend May sent me. She said you were in trouble. Are you hurt?
May. Thank God. And no, I'm fine. They didn't touch me. Not yet, anyway. If you hadn't come, though, how did you find me?
I looked around. I can be persistent.
I have to get out of here.
You sure you're okay? Can you leave here on your own?
Yes. Thank you. Whoever you are, thank you so much. I need to go. I need to get out of this city. I need to get away from that monster, Chan. Tell her. Thank you for everything. I owe her. I owe you both my life.
Oh, wow. You're welcome, Ning. It always feels so weird to hear people I read. It's only been through video games. Like, I've only broken up a few fights in real life, but I haven't saved anyone's lives, I think, in real life. But it's always touching. On that same note, how would you react in real life to someone saving your life? I mean, you would do what she did, I think. Right? I guess if a police officer or firefighter or someone like that helps and such. But it's so touching and stuff like that. But like, how do you respond to that? I guess with humility as well. Alright, stop babbling, Tim. What do we pick up here? Hey, dumbass. Straight from the boss. New code for the girl's holding pen. 5377. Delete this after you change the fucking code. Seriously, you're gonna get us in trouble with your shit. You're gonna get us in trouble. Get your shit together. Well, we hacked our way in here. Let's get these guys over this way. Sorry about your face. So the typhoon, those balls what? Explode? It deals simply an incredible amount of concussive damage, which effectively breaks their ribs and ruptures their internal organs. I suppose that's how that works. Okay, well, with this done, let's go back now and talk to Ning. And then, feels like we've been playing for maybe 35 minutes or so we'll probably call the session, make this a shorter one at the moment. There's still a few places I want to visit. I would like to visit, I guess, whatever this place is. Alice? Alice Garden Pods? We're not supposed to be here, but I wouldn't mind walking in there. But I want to talk to... Oh, actually, we're here right now. Why don't we go in? Oh, no. Let's talk to Ning. We'll complete this quest. I think Ning will give us another one. And then we'll decide what we're... Well, then we'll probably call the session at that point. While we're up here, why don't we hack another one of these? Wow, that's a rank 4. Let's nuke this. And then... I really want this point. That means we have to go around to grab it. Okay, let's do it. We'll take it. Take this. Grab this. Grab this. We're spamming. Defend. And we're out.
Access granted.
We get another nuke virus. And there's another... Actually, there's 2 things in here. A combat rifle. I don't think I have the room for that in my inventory at the moment. We'll have to clear space for it. Another reason why I go back and see May is because I would like to vendor some stuff. Grab this, take this, and immediately begin defending. And we're out. Oh, we're not out. Not quite yet, Tim. Oh, crap! That was a quick stop by accident.
Access granted.
Okay, nice. We are incredibly well armed and ready for combat. The Huan Hotel is this way. Sorry, Hanghua Hotel. Oh, and now we're down another typhoon ammo.
在中国，唯一没有从生物科技热潮中获利的，就是这些平民百姓了。
是啊，看看我，虽然我在大勇机械工作，但我还住在贫民窟一样的旅馆里。
那是因为国家在不断的抬高地税，所以房东宁可让观光客住，也不愿意给自己人提供廉价租房。
这肯定是姓赵的家族的想法了。从人民中获利，却完全不回报。
Do the companies owe anything to the workers who work for them? I'd probably say yes to that. They're just beholden to the people who come in and pay them. Well, it's tricky, isn't it? So, should a company give anything back to its workers? I would hope that a company would give their people a livable wage or what have you, depending upon the job. And by that, I'd be very careful. So let's try to clarify that a little bit. And also, everyone, it's really difficult to think about politics while playing a video game at the same time. So, like McDonald's, for example, or a place like it, I can't imagine working there for a living. That never struck me as a type of job you could eke out an existence with. You would have to get 2 or 3 such jobs. Oh, God, it'd be terrible. In order to put food on the table and have a secured future. But some people, they're not able to do very much. They just simply can't grasp certain topics. They can't afford the education, especially today. Good God, how are young people supposed to make it in how do anyone going to college or university these days supposed to make ends meet in the future, given this incredibly high cost of going to college and universities, and especially because a lot of what universities seem to be teaching these days, well, not a lot.
Do you know where the limb clinic is?
Yes, it's on Xichang Road, near the market.
Great, thanks.
I'm just using weasel words. I don't mean to. I say a lot. It seems that there are certain courses being offered which people are trying to make a career out of, which don't actually do anything for you, and/or the career it will give, it will let you enter, just nothing there. There's no money to be made there, which will make it difficult to eke out a living. So it's just, I don't know about some of what they're teaching these days. If you want to make money, and I guess contribute, well, then again, well, no, there's lots of jobs you can take, Tim, and lots of studies and courses you can take, which don't pay a lot of money but can help contribute back to society. But the real money makers either seem to be sports, but you need to be extremely good at sports to make that type of money. I guess acting, but you have to get lucky with that. Or STEM fields, which probably obviously don't pay as much as being a great actor and or a incredible athlete. Like, you're not going to get $56 million a year or what have you. I'm just pulling that out of thin air, by the way. But at least you can make a steady income if you're in those fields. Like, what is the average computer programmer salary, depending upon how good you are at that? Is it something like 70 or 80 or something like that? 70, 80K a year? And that's doable. You can depending upon, well, that depends upon where you live, right? So if you live in New York, 70 or 80K, you're probably pretty poor, depending upon where you want to live. Probably not affording a large apartment, barely making ends meet, and or making ends meet, maybe without not too much trouble. But 80K or 70K in a different country, in a different state, or different circumstances, you would be able to afford things plus, and put money away for retirement. I'm sorry, I'm going all over the place here. My mind's been scattering to the winds at the moment. Where is the Honghua Hotel? Was it down this way? Please be down this way. No, I'm currently jogging. I think it's down here. I think this is it, actually. This is it. Okay. So let's head on in, and we'll vendor the stuff at the merchant. And then we'll head upstairs. Right, I was talking about companies and if they should... if they have a duty to help the workers who work for them. The argument can be made that, hey, you see what's being offered. You have the option to take it or not. But what happens when companies become so large that they simply can afford not to care when a bunch of uncompetitive practices is put into place? It's one of the reasons why I really dislike the big box stores, because they're stopping mom and pop shops from operating and stifling different. I think they're stifling competition, making it it's very difficult to sell clothes, for example, at a price when you can buy a bunch of T-shirts for a certain lower price. But is the lower price people can pick up something at Walmart? Is that actually a fair price compared to the higher costs of getting one of these? Like, are 3 T-shirts for $15? Would that be fair? Would that be considered unfair compared to 3 T-shirts for like $30 at some other store? I don't know. Again, I'm not well read up on this sort of thing, so I really shouldn't say too much.
Here, everything for good price.
Yeah, see, this guy I trust, because he's telling me everything's at a good price. I see. I don't have to worry. I don't have to think about things. I just don't want to think. Let's sell all the ammo we know we don't need that we picked up just to sell it. Weapons, we don't have any extra weapons. We do have the lead targeting. Nice, 750, thank goodness. I'm going to vendor these, everyone. I don't think I'm ever going to need these. 150 each as well is a decent price for them. And I don't think he's selling anything else I'm interested in. We could buy some more machine pistol ammo. Let's buy 1, 2 of these. Oh, we sold the laser targeting system, now he's selling it. The silencer I don't think can be used on our revolver, can it? Wait, can it be? Or, wait.
Fortune and glory to you.
Does my revolver already have a silencer on it? We can't use it on it. Doesn't support it. Okay. Oh, crap. Now we just have 5 of this. Look at all the ammo we have for this weapon, Tim. I don't think you need any more, honestly. Yeah, you're good, Tim. You have 200-something ammo for your machine pistol. Alright, let's go up and talk to Ning.
到这儿来，帅哥。
Yeah, the whole cost of going to college and university is just unbelievable. When I went to oh, no, don't. When I went to college a long time ago. How long was that, Tim? 15 years ago? 17 years ago. Good God, it's so long ago. The cost of going to college and staying on campus was, I want to say $2,000, maybe it's more than that, $2,500 a year. Now, to be fair, I didn't learn very much at this college. It was not an Ivy League college or anything of the sort. But today, that same college costs $25. I'm sorry, I said $2,000 a year. It's anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 a year. That same college now is $29,000 a year. What the heck? How on earth do you... When you graduate college, the cost that you have hanging over your head is so unbelievably... It's such a weight. It's such a huge weight over your head.
Ning, did you find her?
I did. She's safe, but running. I think she plans on leaving the city.
She always is a smart girl. I'm glad. I will contact her to make sure she is safe. As promised, here's your payment. If you want more, I have another task. Something suitable for a man of your many talents. Are you interested?
My interest would depend on the task.
By now, I'm sure you heard of Diamond Chan. He is evil man who feeds off the pain and misery of this city. If we are to stay in peace here, he must be taken care of.
You want me to kill Chan?
Yes, but you must make it look like an accident or suicide.
What is it exactly you want me to do?
Lower Hansa is a dangerous place. I know Diamond Chan stay at an apartment near a rooftop. Knock him out, then drop his body into the alley below. Gravity will do the rest.
This time I'll ask for a reward. This is a contract killing, and I want to know what I get out of this.
What kind of payment is involved?
Double what I gave you for rescuing Ning, if you make certain we are rid of Chan for good.
So 2,000 credits, I think, is what that was.
Why does his death need to look like a suicide?
I've made threats against Chan in the past. Because you helped Ning, if anything happens to Chan now, his harvester friends will think we are responsible. I do not want that to happen.
Wow, very smart. She should be in control of this hotel and looking out for the girls. She has a real good head on her shoulders.
Tell me about Diamond Chan.
He's a monster. At first, he forced my girls to take drugs until they be addicted. It made them easy to control and dependent on him. But now, with cheap black market augmentations and customers with augmentation fantasies, it is even worse.
The leashing you spoke of earlier.
Yes. In order to squeeze more milk from his cows, he butchers them. The augments are just another form of control. The girls can always be tracked, and the need for neuropathy means they will not run away.
Oh, sure. They can put like tracking chips into the equipment they actually place into the girls, and then they know if they run and they can just go find them again. God, terrible. We'll do this.
I'll do it.
Good. I'll give you the address of Diamond Chan's apartment. It is on one of the nearby rooftops. Lower Hansa is a dangerous place. Simply knock Chan out, then drop his body into the alley below. Gravity will do the rest.
Anything else I should know?
Chan should be alone. He is too proud to have bodyguards around. But be careful. Even alone, Chan is dangerous.
Got it.
Mr. Jensen, Remember not to cause any wounds on Diamond Chan that make it look like murder. Any suspicion will bring us more trouble from his friends.
So no tranquilizers or peps. Which means strictly hand-to-hand submission shouldn't be a problem.
That is good, yes. Good luck, Mr. Jensen. I will wait here.
Wow, she's very brave and trusting of us that we'll do the right thing. If we mess it up, it'll be hell for her and her girls here, I would imagine. I guess she'll take control of... Oh, I could have asked her about her plans, but maybe we can do that after we're done. Okay, so in any case, it looks like we're done with this session at the moment. I've been playing for... It feels like close to 40 minutes. So we're going to stop here, everyone, and when we come back, I think we'll actually begin... we'll explore more of this place. We do have access to the Hive. And we also... I saw those other... the garden apartments. So maybe we'll visit them as well before going to the Huzhou district. So let's stop here then, and thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.